So today we are going to have our Java developer interview on mainly on focusing on object-oriented programming concepts like all the four pillars of our object-oriented programming. So let's start with the ChatGPT questions. Hello ChatGPT, how are you? Yeah, so we will dive into the object-oriented programming concepts. Hello. चल भी जा वही लेट्स स्टार्ट ब्रदर चल ही नहीं रहा so today we will dive into the object oriented programming so let's start the by questioning the some questions to me and I will answer them so let's start. Yeah, so in object-oriented programming, there are four main pillars of object-oriented programming concepts. The first one is abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, and polymorphism. These are the four pillars of object-oriented programming. If you want, I can explain all of these with their real-world examples. So yeah, these are the four pillars. Yeah, I know that, and I have asked for you to give me permission to explain the things. I'm ready to explain the things that what you want to. Yeah. So the first first concept is abstraction, and abstraction simply means having means showing the only essential features and hiding the internal implementation of the methods. Like if we have, for example, if we have a car class and we want to show its feature that it can control, it has a cruise control, so we cannot show the cruise control function, internal implementation and internal backend things. We just show them the feature, essential features. So this is the car analogy we will use in abstraction. In inheritance, we can say inheritance is inheriting the features and methods and behaviors from one class to another class. We can access them by creating the object of the child class. So this is the inheritance, and for inheritance we can take real world example of a father and son. So son will inherit the features, means all the blessings from the father. So this is the real world example of inheritance. And the third one comes is polymorphism. Polymorphism means it if a method having the multiple behaviors based on the provided context, means it behaves differently as per the context. So polymorphism is mainly two types: compile time polymorphism and runtime polymorphism. Compile time polymorphism happens at compile time. That mainly includes the method overloading, and runtime polymorphism is happens at runtime, and it includes the over method overriding. So this is the polymorphism, and the last one comes encapsulation. So encapsulation means restricting the access of the data using the private keyword and wrapping into a single unit of the classes and methods. So we cannot access the methods of a private class outside private method and variables outside the class. So this is the encapsulation means securing the data. And we can say for real world example, we can say we cannot access the bank locker directly. We need a, a accountant or some person that will work like a getter setter of the locker data or a locker uh, case. So it will take the data and set the data. We will not access them directly. So these are the four pillars of object oriented programming, and yeah, these are the four pillars. So we can continue to the next question. How does can you repeat the question? How does Java? So in Java, inheritance help us to keep our data inheriting from one class to another class. Means if we have a class and having we want to have some features in both classes, so we don't need to create them in separately in both classes. We can create in our parent class, and we can inherit the method or variables directly to the child class. So it allows us to make our application more reusable, and it help us to code reusability. And what are the potential risks or issues can arise if we use it too freely, means it can also have the risk of taking the data from means everyone can inherit a class, so it has that issue, security issue. So this is the my explanation on this. So yeah, in my opinions, that if I build a project in for a payment system, so I can use the polymorphism there. And polymorphism having the um, means it will have the multiple behaviors, and we can access the different payment methods using the polymorphism, like method overriding and method overloading. So I know a bit less about it, and but yeah, I'm improving. Yeah, we can move to the next question. I am not that much aware about design patterns. So can you explain me design patterns? So think a design pattern like a reusable solution to common problems. मतलब कि ये क्या है एक reusable solution है for the common problems in software design. So एक design patterns क्या होता है software design की एक approach होती है. They are like the best practices that help us to structure the code. Means it will help us to structure our code based on the different designs, software design. So for example, we can use singleton pattern, ensure the class only has one instance. Singleton means one instance होगा class का. Singleton means एक instance होगा class का. Like a configuration manager or pool, connection pool. So you can create the instance once and share it everywhere. सिंगलटन में केवल एक इंस्टेंस होगा और कॉन्फ़िगरेशन मैनेजर को कनेक्शन पूल को चेक करेगा. So you create the instance once and share it everywhere. इंस्टेंस वंस एंड शेयर इट एवरीवन में तो एक बार इंस्टेंस बनाएंगे और उसको हमेशा के लिए शेयर कर देंगे. एंड सब क्लासेस डिसाइड द विच क्लास टू इंस्टेंशिएट. अपने को कौन सी क्लास को इंस्टेंशिएट करना है. अब प्रोजेक्ट में अपन यूज करेंगे फैक्ट्री टू जनरेट द डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ नोटिफिकेशन. अच्छा जी. डिजाइन पैटर्न्स में अपन क्या यूज करेंगे अपन यूज करेंगे फैक्ट्री टू generate the different type of notification like email, SMS without hard coding the exact classes. ठीक है जी समझ गए डिजाइन पैटर्न क्या होता है. सॉफ्टवेयर डिजाइन की अप्रोच होती है that help us to optimize our code best practices. सिंगलटन पैटर्न क्या आंसर करता है कि इसके पास क्लास के पास केवल एक ही इंस्टेंस हो. सिंगलटन पैटर्न क्या आंसर करता है कि क्लास कैन ओनली हैव द वन इंस्टेंस. All right, all right. So we can move to the next question. So be specific, like which kind of performance bottleneck you are asking about. Like if we are using Spring Boot application, so what we are need to handle means the caching layer, the entity layer, or the service layer. So be specific, or in which Java application or the in Spring Boot application. So yeah, that's it for the today. We will meet tomorrow and make our Java journey specific to the specific questions. So this is our enough for today.